This is a little pop up. Might be able to tell from the hat what you're about to get. If you can't tell from the hat, I'm gonna have to break it down for you. What's happening right now is we are about to play Elf Fight Snowball Fight Game. Um, I put forth that I am the best in the world. There is no close second. My son is really good. He can get you about 10,000 points, which I think for most people it'll take you weeks to get to 10,000 points, maybe days, maybe hours. I don't know. But I'm going to give you a little demonstration. Um, so that's what we're about to do. Um, ooh, the audio is definitely there too. I just checked. It is loud. It is always loud on Elf. I don't even know if I can turn down the audio because it's so pumping. Um, so let me share my thing publicly so that people can stumble into this wonderful, wonderful world of Elf. Yeah. So what's good? I look kind of like a combination of a clan dunce cap wearing elf. Not sure. It's a little bit of unfortunate, just the reality of it all. But I got the hat today. I went to go see Elf at the Alamo Theater. If this is a big promo. If you've never been to the Alamo Draft House, or if you don't have one near you, you need one near you. So we got a couple in DC. My wife and my son went last week by themselves to check out uh, kids movie, and they were raving about it. And so we decided to do the same thing. This time we went to the DC one. Last week they went to the one over by the Pentagon, and they serve you the food, but it's real new kind of movies. In Massachusetts, New Hampshire, up there we get the Chunkies, and some of y'all been to those kind of things. But they play Elf, and they actually have like characters there, like helping you act it out and sing it out. So it's like a party. They give you the hats, and you have a snowball fight in the middle of the thing. And so it got me thinking about the Elf from the movie, the classic, from the snowball fight scene. It's like I have not gone live and done a snowball fight game in quite a while, so I figured that I would have to do that. So if anybody's watching this back, that's about all you're gonna probably see. I should tell you a couple other things too, just to get a little business out of the way. So let's do that right here. Let's go. Let's share this page. Yeah, little announcement, doing a little pop up performance here. This is the next Sunday. I'll be up in Manchester, performing with Freddie Black, King Handsome, my man Fee, my man Pro Quo, well, my man Quo, but performing as Pro Quo in the building as well, doing a few joints. I think my man Sickman's gonna be up there too. So it's like you can get a little Invasion, a little X Cal, a little Fee, a little J Cruz, a little Pro Quo, as well as the insane skills of DJ Myth. I'm familiar with Freddie Black, King Handsome, as well. So it's gonna be dope. Sean Caliber, I9. That's a lot of talent in one place. I'm just happy to be in the building. So that should be fun. I like the little Grinch thing that got going there. So it's very holiday, very green, very holiday festive, and it has me in the mood to display my snowball fight skills. So and by the way, right after this, I'm probably going to get some 3 pointers up. So I like to put forth a very short list of things that I have skills in. It's not an extensive list. I don't purport to be an extensively skilled person in much, but I think when I'm ranking things, and big shout out to UDC too. I teach too. I guess being an academic professor thing should be somewhere on the list, but it's not the highest. So at the top of the peak of the list is my skills on Elf Snowball Game Fight. And I'm not sure why. It's one of those things like when I was young, I played this game Kaboom. It's funny, my son codes, and you can make games that are as simple as Kaboom. You just started playing Breakout yesterday on cable TVs. They have it for free. You can play with remote control. It's like for whatever reason, my body is like hardwired to be able to do Kaboom. Remember the game? They dropped the cannonballs for y'all who have a certain age on Activision on the Atari, and the little criminal guy, he'd go across. He's wearing the jailbreak outfit, and he's dropping the bombs to try to get out of jail, and you have to catch him in the buckets. I can like I there's no end to how well I can play that game. I mean, I grant that I put in my time as a kid playing that, but it's never left too. Like I go play it right now, it's as if I never left. And this game is the same thing, the snowball fight. So unless there's something sticking with my remote or a crazy difficult scenario of them throwing snowballs in a crazy way, I'm always going to score really high. So I have not seen somebody better at the snowball game fight. It might be you. I welcome you to send in what you got for skills. I see there's a few comments in here too. Tree, you know what's coming. They don't know my skills. So it's like people be like, yo, he's a skilled rapper. No, the rap skills down here. And again, this is where the skills are in Snowball Fight. And they gave these hats out today watching the movie. It was a really fun time. And it should be, because the food, right? For me, my wife, and my son, including tax, it was $94 at the theater. And we didn't need to pay to park, but it was $8. And they told, oh, next time park in the building. And then of course it was like, whatever it was for tickets. Probably, actually the tickets to get in probably only like $30 or something. And so, you pay like $150, so it's like going to an amusement park or something for the day to go to this theater. But it's incredible. It was a great time. And so it has me in the mood to share a little bit of the Elf skills with you. So for those of you up in Manchester, come check us out. You will not get to see Pro in New England very much. You will also, there's another little announcement we'll make too about a show during the week. And we'll get that on there later too. But for now, just putting that one out. And shout out to my man Cody Pope. So for those of you who know, where I'll be as well earlier in the week. So yes, looking forward to that trip. Looking forward to seeing the Celtics, even though last night was very disappointing. I kind of knew it was coming. I knew they were going to lay the egg last night. I really did. I was hoping they wouldn't. I knew they were going to be nervous and didn't have Al, and they have a weakness at a big guy point, and you're not going to get away with that with every team. And an experienced team knows what to do. So enough of that. Let's get into Elf. Come check me out next Sunday, and I'll share with you more and more stuff. And hope you festively into the holiday season. Elf on the Shelf is near and dear to us. The elf moves all around our house. It's crazy. He's everywhere. He leaves. He changes outfits. It's crazy. Santa, the real Santa, of course, he comes to the DC malls. I don't know why he comes to the DC area, but the real one comes here. And he's up on our elf. Every time Henry goes to the mall, he's like, yo, Patrick. He's like, how's Patrick? And he knows Henry by name. He knows Henry's elf. And like, he's really up on it. So that's good to see. And in the movie Elf, it was all about, if you don't remember seeing the 1993 Elf classic, what's really funny about that movie is they show Gimbals. And Gimbals is a department store in New York City. And I had to look it up, and I knew Gimbals was real, kind of. I'd never been in it. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of like the competitor Macy's. So I looked it up. I couldn't even believe Elf came out in 93. Like, it felt like it was like 98 at the oldest to me. And so I looked it up. But Gimbals, the store, closed in like 87 or something like that, right? And so Macy's didn't want to be used in the mall shot. They were going to use the Macy's, day parade kind of thing, and the big Macy's Christmas setup people know about, and they didn't want to be affiliated with the movie. So they went to Gimbals, but Gimbals isn't even open by the time the movie was. So I don't know when they did all that paperwork and contractual stuff, but Gimbals closed in the late 80s. The movie came out in the early to mid 90s, right? So it's kind of a crazy little FYI there. And they have a snowball fight in the movie. And so when you're at the movie that I went to see today of it, which was packed, by the way, you get like these little balloons that uses snowballs, and the idea is to keep all the snowballs in the air, and then they give you these little snowballs as take homes. It was pretty dope. Yeah, 93 Tree. It's crazy. Shout out to you too. Let's do the let's do this right there. Put that right there. Type something again, Tree. Let me see if it shows up. I want to see if it shows up right there. Say peace or something like that. I don't know if this thing is working to keep the overlays going. Sorry to ask you to type. But this thing's on delay too, so by the time you see it, it'll be like 8, 9, 10 seconds gone by. Yeah, so I'm about to play Elf. This has me in the Elf mood. The snowball fight scene in Elf, Buddy from Elf, is moving super fast. Okay, that does work. All right, thanks, Tree. It kind of shrinks my picture a lot, but you can see the comments on the screen in the real time, which is kind of dope. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm going to play the joint, meaning I'm going to play Snowball Fight. It's stupid loud, and I haven't been able to find an internal system way to turn that volume down on the game. So I might be talking, but I realize you probably are not hearing me. So let me try to do what I can over here, which is turn my line down, turn the line of the game as down as I can. I still don't think it's going to make a difference, and we're going to rock out. All right, so y'all ready? So again, my only skills I have in life is like playing Elf on the Shelf Snowball Fight Game. Kaboom, they're right there. It's like 1, 2, and then it's like rapping, and then it's a strong fall off. Maybe hitting threes when no one's covering me. Shooting when no one's covering me in the gym is right there, and that's relatively a recent skill. It was always decent, but it's got to a really good level. And then it's like math, and it's tough after that. There's not much on the list. I can juggle, but I'm not even a great juggler. I'm like, I'd be the good juggler in your family kind of thing, unless you got someone who's really good. So people who are really good know that I'm not good. It's kind of like my beatbox skills. I beatbox, but terribly for people that do. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's get into the real skill without further ado. And I hope this shares for you good enough to see it. All right, that's cool. That's the way we want to see me in the comments here. All right, here we go. Elf Snowball Fight. Let's get it on. The moment you've been. There it is, baby. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna be if you hit Santa, points get deducted, and you got to dodge the elves throwing the snowballs. So I'm gonna get rid of the chat overlay here because I think it will make the scene bigger. Actually, it did. All right, it did. There we go. So I got rid of the scene thing. You see me there, and I am going to show you how I get down. All right, check it out. Make sure these keys are working. Sometimes they stick. You gotta put it to hard. So if you're gonna tell me you're nice at this, you gotta have it on hard. All right, here we go.
Ho, ho, ho.
See what I'm saying? They hide behind these bumps. A block. Kind of like running it out. Once they know you're good, they start attacking you hard. I'm already halfway. So good, I'll get my 10,000. 40,000. I want to get good at it. I'll let this game's up year round. I might not get that. What happened to that tree? Early exit. Gotta get 20. Using him as a human shield. I lost like 3 lives in 1 second. Use him as a shield. That's the elf. Sorry. Oh no! All right, that's it. See how they ganged up on me? 28,780. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. So what I need you to do is show me your screenshot of you and your score. And if you want to know where to go to, it's santasnorthpole.com/game/snowball fight. But just go to santasnorthpole.com and you'll see all the games. You want to hit the icon that looks like the video game up there in the left corner, and then hit Snowball Fight, and then go to hard. I mean, start out easy if you need to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got for you, Tree. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It was fun. It's more fun if you got the elf hat. You know, it does do a number on your head. Um, um, they gave you a bell today in the movie. They gave you a snowball. They gave you a balloon, and they gave you scratch and sniff so you could smell the scenes. That they had like perfume when they're in the store. They have whatever maple syrup, like all the kinds of stuff that are in the movie. That is eligible for scratch and sniff. So it was pretty fun time at the movies. Um, and yeah, if you're near one, if you're out here in the DMV, you got to get yourself out to Alamo Draft House. It's crazy, crazy. So other than that, looking forward to seeing some of y'all in the area. Um, this is in no way a sponsorship promotion of the University District of Columbia. My opinions are definitely not theirs. um, as they will say when somebody from the university sees me rocking the elf hat, they're gonna be like, "What?" Pro represents himself. He just rocks the gear because it's fat. But yeah, so unless you're trying to come, you know what I'm saying? Then of course. Just did a panel yesterday actually at the university. Just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students and parents there. It was really cool, and it was three of us on the panel of faculty talking about like what students can expect going into college. And while I have your attention, if you got a young one, we're talking to a lot of the parents of dual enrollment students. So if you do not have your kids, if they're of that age, in a dual enrollment program, or your school doesn't have one, you need to find out why they don't, right? This is free money. If your kids can qualify to get themselves, and a lot of people can, to take a dual enrollment course, which is a course you take, of course, while you're in high school. The dual enrollment means you're duly enrolled in the college. So you're a college student while you're in high school. That is great for the transcripts, and it's great for the pocketbook because it's free. And in most cases, it's 100% free. You earn college credit, and it also helps you get into those schools that you're taking it from, or maybe transfer into them, or transfer somewhere else or whatnot, and finish college and high school at the same time. You're double dipping. People sometimes would think they don't want to do it because they don't want the rigor to wreck their GPA or something like that. But people ask that question all the time, and I'm like, the rigor of high school and college is not as far apart that you'd think. There's definitely a difference depending on which faculty you get, but you'll find the ones who are teaching dual enrollment understand that they have students who are dual enrollment students in the classroom potentially. Sometimes people in the class don't even know that there's students in there that are high school, especially if it's online, and more of those classes are. But definitely get your kids doing that. You can knock out a whole associate's degree if you're really on your game while you're in high school. You'd be like Tony Starks, right? What do you get? Like 3 doctorates or something from MIT while he was in like high school or something, or so they say, something like that. But yeah, it was dope. So shout out to UGC for educating the younger people on that, and getting all the good support they had out there for that. So yeah. I'm about to sign off. I gotta go get some shots up. It's late. You know what I mean? But I gotta work off that movie food. All right, y'all. Thanks for rocking with me, and see you in Manchester, New Hampshire next Sunday at the Shot Scheme. Peace.